You're tuned into the New Old Heads podcast, premiered every Thursday at noon at BringingDownTheBand.com and brought to you by No Bad Ideas, Coleman Dental, Printfinity, and Indie CD and Vinyl. Support the New Old Heads by visiting our Patreon at patreon.com/newoldheads.
Episode 105 of the New Old Heads podcast. I am Major 7. I make beats. I got the hard drive back, and I can prove that shit. Lonegevity is in the building with his blue blockers on. How are you, sir?
I'm well. How are you?
I think this is Famous Lone. I'm sorry, is what he goes by.
Famous Longevity.
Celebrate Halloween. Famous Longevity. I'm gonna call him Famous Lone. I like those, man. It's a good look on you.
Is it?
Are you gonna wear? Are you gonna wear those for the duration of the show today?
I don't know.
Okay, depends on how you feel.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Jay Diff, how are you, sir?
How you doing?
Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
How's everything?
You think?
Sometimes I do.
Word?
Yeah. How are you, brother?
I'm doing all right.
Good. Good to see you as always. Fresh to death. No Printfinity today, but
This is definitely
this is Printfinity. Excuse me, I
This is-
apologize.
He's not paying
Printfinity.
attention.
I'm usually
You
on my
gotta
square.
Read the shirt.
I'm usually on my
Read
square.
the shirt.
To Democratic Republic, F it. We chicken nugget. We dip in the sauce like a bucket. I didn't even read that, bro. Well done.
Tell who's that quote by?
I'm
That
not going to even
verse.
lie. You got me on the spot.
Word? Anybody?
Enlighten the people.
Anybody want to
Andre
guess?
or Big Boy?
Is that
There we
Andre?
go.
Is
There
it
we go.
Stacks?
It's 3 stacks.
Shout out to 3 Stacks. I should
Trace.
have known that. Okay.
And I forgot to give my salutations. I'm sorry.
Please and
You
thank
did, man.
you. Yeah. Outcast is
Glad
the
you caught
greatest.
Yeah, Mike threw me off because the transition was a little different.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
I do like that Printfinity joint though. Support
you.
your local businesses.
Indeed.
That's what we do. The incomparable DJ Spoolz is back in the building. How are you, sir?
Hello, Michael. I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Good to see you as always.
Good to see you too.
How the Bears?
4 and 3, looking
Okay.
good. Liking it.
Khalil Mack is a beast.
He's a beast. Still very. I think I'm always gonna be happy about that.
Is Trubisky the real deal, or will you guys get rid
He's
of
getting
him?
there, man. Like he's getting there. I think he's slowly improving. He's got some pieces around him. He's using them.
So your vote, if you had to vote today, would be to keep him, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we don't have anybody else.
Yeah.
It's not like there's really somebody really good behind him that's not able to play. Like he's best.
Yeah,
We
man.
got
They are 4 and 3. I can't remember if they are they tied at the top of the division? Is someone else 4 and 3 in that division?
I don't know. The Packers might be, and the Packers beat us first
Okay.
game or earlier this year. I think it was the first game of the year.
They got a game. Packers got a game in Foxborough. It's gonna be
But-
really, really interesting. They're gonna get smoked because the Packers are worse than New England, but should see 2 good quarterbacks go at it for a little bit.
Do you guys remember? I was always a big SNL fan, but back when we were younger, and there was an episode when Napster, like when everybody was coming to court over Napster, like the free music and all the artists were coming to court, and
Metallica
they had
was
the
trying to
dude
sue
that,
him.
they had the dude who did the song. I wear my sunglasses at night. You guys know that song? I wear my sunglasses. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like this guy walks in, it's Will Ferrell, and he's got sunglasses on, and he's got like the left side of his face is like really messed up. And the guy walks in, they're like, "Oh my God, who are you? Like, what happened to your face?" And he's like, "I'm like, I don't know, Bob Jones." He's like, I did the song Sunglasses at Night, and he's like, and I wore my sunglasses at night, got in a pretty serious car accident.
Yo,
That's it.
thank you.
Don't wear your sunglasses at night.
Don't
and
wear-
drive.
I think
It's not worth looking cool, man.
Wyclef had an ad lib like that on the score, but I can't remember what song it was. Was it How Many
I
Mics?
wear my sunglasses at night.
Might have been. Well, Lone's taking his off. So
I wear my sunglasses.
shout out to the sponsors as always. Coleman Dental 317-255-8546.
That's right.
Bringing down the band
your
as
teethus
always.
is
The
right.
Hub. Yeah, get your teeth right. Bring down the band as always. A Hub, Indie CD and Vinyl. New partner. We appreciate them as well. Printfinity, support your local businesses. Jay Diff will get you right, but you got to pay that man. Red August is in the building as well. Cut him a check for whatever you need.
Yeah, check out our Patreon too. We've added some things as well.
Yes,
You want to
sir.
get butt naked in front of a camera? Have someone snap some pics?
You want to take a milk bath
milk bath, vitamin D though.
on camera?
Yeah.
Almond milk bath.
When I say butt
Gotta
naked, I mean
be
butt
vitamin
naked.
D.
He says it's got to be vitamin D.
Gotta be vitamin
Looks better.
D.
That's what he said.
I don't know if I want to take a milk bath.
No, it's not for you, sir.
Oh.
It's for the feminine persuasion.
Oh,
I see.
okay.
I don't think Mike wants to take pictures of guys.
Does Mike provide
in
the milk?
baths.
Does Mike provide the milk?
I'm asking. I don't know how this works. Does Red August, do you provide the milk? Oh, he brings the milk. Okay.
That could be taken a few
Dang.
different ways.
So where you go, Aldi? Okay.
It's titty milk.
You trying to clown Audis?
Nah, Aldi's is
Cambodian.
cool.
Okay.
It's
I was about to say,
Cambodia?
Audis is my joint.
You made my day.
No, I'm not trying to diss Aldi. It's
Okay.
cool.
Bears are in first, by the way. They're 4-3.
Shout out to the Bears.
They're and then the Vikings are 4-3-1, and the
Okay.
Packers are 3-3-1, and the Lions are 3-4. So it's a tight division, but the Bears are in
It's
first.
tight.
I think you've already you went to one game.
Tight
Right.
like
Not a
that.
Bears game. I
Not
went to
yet,
a Notre
okay.
Dame game.
That's right.
I don't know if I'm going to get up to a Bears game or not, dude. They're pricey.
Oh, okay.
Everything in Chicago,
They are.
sports wise,
Are they not? I mean, when Sean and I went last year, those
It's pretty expensive.
So yeah, and plus they winning now, so who knows?
Yeah.
It might be
So-
taxing.
I mean, they weren't on TV though this week, which kind of pissed me off because the Colts weren't on at the same time. I thought that was the rule.
I don't
Andrew
know.
Luck's starting to get back in his
Stupid.
bag though, low key.
Luck is man.
He's trying to get back.
He
in his
leads
bag.
the NFL in touchdown passes right now.
Yeah, if you keep him upright, he can be dangerous. But
Also, the Rams still undefeated.
Yep.
Side note, 8-0.
Oh,
Gurley's a beast, man.
Gurley.
Gurley is in fact a beast.
He's a beast, man.
If he's on your fantasy team, you're in good shape.
Yeah.
Jay Moore's Steelers are on top of the AFC North at 4-2-1.
Shout out to Jay Moore, who is in the building.
Yes, he
repping,
is.
St. Louis.
Shout to my man. Colts are 3-5, by the way.
We're gonna
Last place in the AFC South, but first place Texans 5-3. They're not far away.
true.
It's pretty tight, man. In the
What about
NFL.
the trash AFC East? Can you
The
see
AFC
that?
East is the Patriots at 6-2, Dolphins 4-4, Jets 3-5, Bills 2-6.
They're gonna win that division.
AFC
again.
West is Chiefs at 7-1, Chargers 5-2, Broncos 3-5, Raiders 1-6.
I
That's
like-
probably the most difference.
I like Mahomes, man.
I
He's
don't know. The
dangerous.
Niners are 1-7 and the Cardinals are 2-6. But yeah, Mahomes is looking good.
Mahomes is
The
dangerous.
Cavs are still 0-6, right?
They haven't
they're,
won.
they're actually beating the Hawks right now.
Yeah, they
Are
were
they? You
winning
said the
last
Hawks
time.
were undefeated.
Yeah.
As of right now, right?
They sent Ty Lue to the crib too, with pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got his bread, so
Haters
Well, that's
say
good.
it's
Good for him.
Photoshop.
Glad he got his money.
15 mil. So he gonna
Oh,
he'll
sweet.
pocket that.
Good for Ty Lue.
Somebody's gonna blame it on LeBron. Even
Yeah,
though,
that'll
even
be
though
his
he's
fault.
not with Cleveland anymore.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'll
F
be
it.
his fault.
Good for him. You can
It's
go
very
coach in-
interesting.
Go coach in college where kids care like all season.
Facts.
It's very interesting though that
And you'll probably win a national championship. Go ahead. Sorry.
thanks, Spoolz.
Go ahead.
But it's very interesting that Cleveland is missing one player
One player.
and has yet to win.
Yes, a single basketball game, losing on average between 17 and 20 points per contest.
Yeah.
They look
More
like
than that.
I was trying to be generous, Spools. They look like a NAIA team.
Oh, what kind of team?
Is it NAIA?
NAIA.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
looks like. They're like a JUCO team or something like that right now. So it's
practice
unfortunate.
squad.
Kevin Love is good. Is he like that's
He's
the
not
best
even
player on the
playing.
team?
Yeah, he's hurt. Right on schedule. He'll get traded. I think they're gonna clean house. Dan Gilbert wanted his franchise back so bad. Well, he has it now, and they'll be irrelevant for the next 20 to 30 years before
He got his title though, right?
he got his title.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna sell the squad. If you ask me, like they're just gonna clean house.
You think they'll stay in Cleveland?
You know what? That's a good question.
They
man.
should. I mean, they can support the Cavs, right?
Here's the thing, though. They have a
LeBron-less Cavs.
They're really trying to the franchise spot that's open in Seattle. Like I've been hearing people talk about possibly trying to get a team back there. Who that would be, I don't know. Obviously, the Thunder came from there, but
Louisville been trying to get a team for a long time.
where?
Yeah.
The dude that owns Nike or Microsoft or both of them, they should just buy a team and put it in Seattle. They can afford it. It's like nothing. Like a lot of these owners, this is not a. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys think differently or know differently, but I don't think for the majority of the people that own these teams, they care that much. And by that I mean financially care that much. Like it's not a big hit to them.
You know who doesn't care?
They have a lot of money. Point made.
Donald Sterling.
Well, he's not. He's not involved anymore.
He's got AIDS.
Like that.
Yeah, he was out there.
When he was saying that, who did he say? Magic Johnson.
Irvin
Yeah.
Magic Johnson. Yep.
He said he had those AIDS.
Those.
Those A's.
Those-
He had
Which ones?
those AIDS.
Those.
Those.
Yeah.
Not
Which
those.
AIDS?
Those.
Those aids.
Oh, speaking of cleaning house, I was going to say the Raiders, I think that's what they're doing too.
I agree 100%, but I think
Getting rid of Khalil Mack. They're talking about trading Derek Carr maybe.
They
traded Amari Cooper to the Cowboys.
My thought process on that is with him getting a 10-year deal, I think it's
10 years?
John Gruden
100
did.
mil.
Oh.
Yeah, the
Gruden, 10
coach
years.
to coach and GM, correct?
Correct. So he's I think this buys him time. So even if the game has passed him by and he's still trying to play catch up, it's going to look like a rebuild.
Oh,
does that make sense?
No, he's cleaning house and rebuilding.
So you think
he
it's
didn't
a
like
rebuild?
The draft picks? Apparently, this is from what I've read.
Mhm.
Like the draft picks from the last couple of years aren't starting.
Okay.
His draft picks are though. So
I
think he is going to clean house over the next, and that's going to that can take a couple seasons.
Yeah.
I like Derek Carr. I think they were building something really good, but when they let Crabtree go, I mean, he wanted the money when they went, but between Cooper and Crabtree, and
if
they
been right
had just
since he got hurt.
having a good running back in place, I love Lynch, but having like somebody a little younger behind him would have been good.
How old is Marshawn?
Their defense was so good before they started dismantling that too. But anyway,
I keep forgetting Beast Mode's got to be what, 35?
mid-30s.
Was it running back?
I would think mid-30s. Yeah.
Well, I know he does good with his bread. He's out there in Oakland heavy.
Dude, Marshawn Lynch, I love.
shout out to
I love
Marshawn,
him.
man.
He might be one of the only players whose jersey I would buy and wear who's not a Bear.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. That was the coldest line. That was the coldest line ever.
Yeah,
I used to love when he did that for the.
biscuits and gravy.
That's how I be lately whenever y'all have football talk.
Yeah,
I see
it's
you.
biscuits
I just-
and gravy.
I just
Consistent.
sit here so I don't
Always,
get fined.
always consistent.
Yeah.
We
All right,
appreciate you.
Thanks for the
sir.
sports tangent.
I like you giving a rundown for those updates on the divisions, those Spoolz. Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
All right, so here we go again. Negative twist that we've done this over and over again.
Name
This
the
isn't a
song.
twist.
Here we go
Well, not
again.
a twist. Yeah, I misspoke. Good call.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
So 2 killings. One was in Pittsburgh, and then there's another one. I think Spoolz sent me Charlotte, North Carolina.
I guess a better way to say it is 2 incidents.
2 incidents. Yeah.
Killings. It's like
Well, people died, but fair enough.
domestic terrorist attack.
Yep, we can do that too. I stand corrected. So the American Jewish community is in mourning after a gunman killed 11 worshipers Saturday morning in Pittsburgh at a Pittsburgh synagogue. In the deadliest attack on Jews in the United States organization said the violence. A Tree of Life synagogue underscored the dangers of unchecked hatred in the time and anti-Semitic acts that were on the rise. They also said that of the 11 people that were killed, Mike Tomlin actually, he said his grandmother's house was about 800 feet away from that church.
Oh, wow.
It's called Squirrel Hill. Squirrel Hill is the community, and I guess Mike Tomlin, that's his area.
Mm-hmm.
So he was
Is
on
he
a-
originally a Pittsburgh guy? Or is
I
it just now? Anyway,
think
I'm
it's-
sorry, it
yeah, I
doesn't
think
matter.
it's
Didn't mean
now.
to take away from the story. Go
But
ahead.
sure.
he was visibly shaken up by post game. After the game, he was talking about what happened because he said it hit really close to home for him. And then there's another one that says a student at a high school near Charlotte, North Carolina, was fatally shot by a schoolmate Monday morning during a fight. Before classes began, sending dozens of horrified students fleeing for safety and the authorities. They said some fight escalated there. A young man was killed. It was a fatal encounter. I think the young man was, it says David W. Butler High School in Matthews, North Carolina. This is sad, man. People, kids, young people, older people. There was an older couple that died of the 11 that passed away in Pittsburgh. 2 brothers. I think they were in their 50s, passed away.
There was a lady that was 97 that was actually one of the, I want to say, Holocaust survivors.
Really?
Man,
I didn't
yes.
see that part.
Wow.
Wow,
And
that's
she
sad.
died
There was also
in
the
America.
white supremacist shooting in Louisville.
Oh, I'm
The guy that-
I missed that. What happened with that?
The guy that shot the couple in Kroger and said we don't kill whites.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow,
That sure did happen.
I didn't peep. I'll be honest.
There's a whole lot of alt-right killings going on
yeah.
and supremacists.
It's in the
Sad.
air.
It is in the air.
It's in
What'd you
there.
say? What you-
I just said sad.
oh yeah.
And the attack was. Did you mention and the 11 that were killed was it a synagogue?
Yeah.
Jewish
Yeah.
synagogue.
Jewish synagogue.
They were all like senior citizen. Yeah,
And Muslim communities have actually donated close to $280,000.
that's
Oh
incredible.
wow,
That's
that's dope.
That's incredible.
I did not know that. Yeah, that's dope.
So that's a little sidebar to that.
It's just crazy that all this, like, well, I say it's crazy, but it's actually common.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, we have to say that, but like anti-Semitic shit going on and people killing people saying we don't shoot whites. You know what I'm saying? This is 2018 and nothing has changed. And it's a conversation that we have on the show probably every about 4 to 6 weeks. There's something that happens. And it's nuts.
One other bit of Trump news, I'd say, did you see what he said? He came out today. Man, I'm drawing a blank now.
Do you want to, as you're thinking about that, can I
It was
comment on
it was an
these-
interview. Yeah, go ahead.
on
Jump in,
these two?
Spoolz.
The man who did the shooting in the synagogue was, I think, like an older white male, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Uh-huh.
Just to go in, to kill 11 people and all of them. I mean, a lot of them were like 70, 80. Like it's just ridiculous, man.
And a lot of people, because it was a Jewish celebration or something that
it was
day,
a
right?
bris, yeah.
Okay, so a lot of them didn't even know it happened because I guess
I'm
during
saying
that
that right, I don't
time, they're all pretty much in church and don't have any outside influence or anything like that. So they didn't even know until later.
So no, just glad they caught the person that did it and the person get dealt with swiftly and justly. And then the shooting in North Carolina, that was, I guess, not what is consider your typical school shooting, I guess, as of late. It wasn't like a mass shooting. It was like 2 kids had gotten into a fight and one shot and killed the other.
Yeah.
You said what was a bullying?
Yeah, I read a couple articles today. They didn't specify which, if the shooter was the the person doing the bullying or getting bullied. So
the bullier.
Yeah, or bully. But with 2 E's.
There we go.
However, they apprehended the shooter on that one quickly as well. Young male, 16 years old. Kid is 16.
Sad.
It's very
man.
sad.
I wasn't serious when I said bullier. But go ahead. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just trying to keep talking. But
No, that is sad though. 16 is
no, it's
very
extremely
sad.
sad. But no, man, I'm, again, it is something we say it over and over. It is something we're very desensitized to in this country, in a scary way.
And here's something that's
I don't have much to add as far as I usually try to talk about solutions and stuff, but we've talked about that stuff a lot. I'll say this, the only thing I could say that's new is as long as we continue to stay divided as we are on these topics that could help us. And I'm not just saying the topics I think, but any of those topics that might help us here, mental health, gun control, all those things. The longer we stay divided, the longer nothing I don't think is going to change from if you are a government person or a big political, if you believe in that and like legislatively speaking, nothing's going to change as long as we all stay divided. And it's such a divisive topic, or these shootings, mass shootings, school shootings, all this shit.
Polarizing.
I would agree 100%. I guess to piggyback off that, Donald Trump on Saturday played Pharrell's song "Happy" at a Midwest rally.
Before we jump into that, because I think that one could be a talking point.
Sure.
Today, Trump came out, and so there's an interview that came out, and he's targeting birthright citizenship with an executive order.
Oh, okay.
Which is amending the Constitution with an executive order, not going through Congress. That's the suggestion of apparently on some sort of exclusive interview that's supposed to air on Sunday.
Oh, man.
That was in that. So now I think it's probably a distraction.
Sure it is.
In the sense of trying to get people to focus on that rather than voting and other things like that. But yeah, that was.
He said there's an interview.
Apparently, it's an interview. I think they said with I think where I was reading, it said with HBO. I don't know if that's accurate or if I was reading something else. You know how media is. I'm
True.
conditioned to not pay attention. So, But yeah, so that was in the news when I woke up today. But anyways, back to the Pharrell thing, which is interesting.
That's crazy. But yeah, he was at Trump on Saturday played Pharrell's song "Happy." We all know it was at a Midwest rally hours after the trio.
Say mid-rest.
Did I say Midwest?
Definitely did.
Okay, I apologize.
Mid-rest, never rest.
Midwest rally.
That's great. That was awesome.
Thank you. Perfect timing. And that was just hours after the shooting that we just talked about in Pittsburgh. Pharrell basically was not happy about that and did a cease and desist letter that was sent by his lawyer. It says, on the day of the mass murder of 11 human beings at the hands of a deranged nationalist, we played this song "Happy" to a crowd of at a political event in Indiana. That was this is by the attorney Howard King. It says
Where in Indiana was he? Do you happen to know? Just curious. It doesn't matter. I don't mean sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Oh, you good? I can pull it up. There was nothing happy about the tragedy inflicted upon the country on Saturday, and no permission was granted for your use of the song. So Pharrell was like, "It's a wrap. I need you to go ahead and handle that."
Cease and desist.
Dang.
Do not
Don't play my
music.
shit.
Please do not play my music.
What do y'all think about that?
My music ain't for you, man.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. I mean, he don't want to even play his music.
I mean, I mean, Trump, I would imagine had heard about this incident and like I don't understand what the event was for, anything like that. So I don't know.
I have no clue either. I just think it's interesting. I think that the interesting talking point is the artist coming out saying,
Yeah.
"Do not use my music."
Yeah.
For that, how do you feel about an artist, in general, coming out and saying, "Hey, you can't use my music, regardless. Period." Even though you put it out there, even if, let's say, he's getting paid for it.
I actually feel like
That's a good
because
point.
there was this isn't the first time that happened. I feel like if somebody pays for your music,
Mm-hmm.
they should be able to do whatever they want with it.
Mm.
Why do you feel that way?
Why?
Mhm.
Because as somebody that
And even
actually
as a DJ as well, think about it as from that perspective. You're a DJ yourself, so does that change? That didn't change
No.
that. Okay.
I mean, because you put it out there for people to consume. So regardless of political affiliation or if you rock with somebody or not, it's out there for the public. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's going to be people that don't have the same views as you that will still rock with your music.
That's
I
true.
don't think you want people that don't have the same political views as you to not purchase your music.
I guess that's up to you as the artist, right? I mean, I don't know. I think that it depends on the agreement. I don't understand, and Sean, you might be able to speak to this potentially better than I can. Like, when you put your music on iTunes, when you put your music on Amazon or anything like that, what you do actually agree to and don't agree to, because there is, I'm sure, a lot of gigantic print, fine print and just a ton of it, right, for you to go through if you want to, or a lawyer or have a lawyer. But do you happen to know what are you agreeing to allow anyone who purchases that song to do whatever they want with it, except for sell it, like resell it or
not make money off
right,
of it?
Right. Yeah. That's a very good question. I guess I don't really know the answer to that.
I would think they would have to license those songs, get the public.
Okay, so there's
for things like campaign rallies.
So there's there's multiple angles. So one, if somebody plays your music anywhere, you're supposed to get paid from it.
Yeah,
regardless,
that's the whole BM whatever.
So
BMI,
regardless
ASCAP
of
shit.
Yeah, so regardless of if somebody plays your music, realistically, if you go out to Coaches and somebody plays your music,
it's true.
Coaches, the venue is supposed to be able to pay the artist for that.
You know the sticker? You ever see the sticker on the front of the door?
Mm-mm.
It's either an ASCAP or BMI or some sticker that you'll see on a lot of bars that play music.
Yeah,
and you'll see that if whether or not they're registered.
But technically, I'm pretty sure there have been bars and stuff shut down for stuff like this.
I could see that.
But technically, if you go out to a public place and your music's being played, and you're registered, then you get paid off of that. That's technically what it's supposed to be. How often that realistically happens, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
But this falls in line with that same thing. So it's just, I think where it gets kind of wishy-washy to me is that it becomes political.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, me as an artist, I would probably be quite upset if somebody I did not like was like using my music for their campaign as well.
100%.
I was going to wonder. I was wondering if he
But
had
I don't
been
know what I
asked
could do.
previously.
I don't know what
One would like to think, because I'm not a huge Pharrell fan, but I don't like, as far as his music, like I don't dislike it. It's just I never vibed to a lot of it. But I like Pharrell. Seems like a really good dude. Like he seems very creative and smart, and I wonder if he would. And he seems like he wouldn't be on Trump's side at all. You know, so I wonder if he ever previously was like, yeah.
I mean, and then you don't know. I mean, so is he? There's multiple angles. One, is he getting paid for it? Two, did they ask permission? Probably not.
I highly doubt they asked for permission.
Three, even if they ask for permission, do they even have to ask for permission?
That's the thing. Like,
is it just a public event? Is it just somebody? Is it just music playing in the background? You know, like who knows? They could have booked some right-wing alt-right DJ to play, and he decided to play that song.
Yeah,
this is true.
That's a fact.
Or something. Or maybe it's just somebody turn some stuff up on YouTube or whatever. I mean, I don't know. Like, so, but
you can't monitor. Like, you can't monitor. It's like people they just.
Did you actually read the letter?
Not all of it. It was just a.
I mean, I'm gonna look that up. See exactly what it says. But that's where I stand. I mean, but I'm.
He has a right to his opinion. I mean, I see where he's coming from.
Yeah, I understand it.
But I just don't know how you stop that, because I mean, it's just music people are playing at at a rally or an event or whatever. So I don't really know what you can do other than just voice your opinion about it being connected to something that you obviously, are not rocking with, or just a bad timing or whatever. Like, it's
right.
I guess it's him voicing his opinion, which he can do.
Well, I guess if it's broadcast. So it says Pharrell has not and will not grant you permission to publicly perform otherwise broadcast or disseminate any of his music.
Oh, okay. Well,
so play it all you want, but if you're going to do anything that involves any type of broadcasting and any type of public performance, which would continue, as technically that would be DJing,
right?
Wouldn't it? Is that considered a public performance?
That's sometimes I think's been but I think that is sometimes why they put, like, it's okay. Back to what I was saying, it's sometimes debated.
Yeah.
So to Terry's point, some people say it is. Sometimes you're not playing the full version of the song. So some people say it shouldn't be. But again, there's these stickers that you'll see on the front of certain bars that, I mean, just look for them, that play music or have live music or have jukeboxes or have DJs that has something about music.
Right.
But,
the difference between a jukebox and a DJ.
Just where music is played. If your shit's in a jukebox back, I mean, I know that's not maybe as prevalent.
Shout out to jukeboxes.
But shit, I mean, if your shit's on a Muzak in there.
Yeah, I mean, in jukebox, they've and sometimes there's in-house players now that clubs that aren't.
A lot of times
DJs,
people are just using like
Pandora,
their phones and stuff. To do that.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, it's kind of a double-edged sword, because depending on who plays your music, probably kind of, flips the switch on how you feel about it.
Right.
So if it's somebody that you like that's playing the music, and it's in a same type setting, but versus the person that you don't like playing your music, are you supposed to tell both of them, I don't want you to play my music, based off of that letter?
No, it's your. I think it's your choice.
I think it's a choice. Like it's
the way I look at it.
Yeah, I think I'm with Spoolz on that one, because I mean, clearly he doesn't rock with it. Like, who's doing it?
He might not have known at all that he was even
Um,
playing his shit like that.
So maybe he saw it broadcast and was like, "Hold up," boom, got him on the horn and put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
So
is that the same case for, like, when people upload like Instagram videos and stuff like that, and there's music in the background? Does that count?
I've heard people say
Should it count for us when we were live at Trees?
But that was YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Was that Facebook too?
YouTube
Didn't
and
they both
Facebook.
take
Yeah,
us
it was
down?
both.
But I mean, Instagram people do it all the time. They like
I've heard
videos
of instances where they'll flag you on IG too.
Really?
If you play, music and they catch it or something happens, they'll pull it.
Interesting.
So yeah, you gotta be careful out there, man.
Be careful with that music.
Yeah, be careful with that music, man.
I'm saying.
Them people out there watching. Shout out to let's see, North Memphis, South Memphis, Beale Street,
Orange
East
Mound.
Memphis, West Memphis.
Yeah, East Memphis, West Memphis.
All
East
of
Memphis.
Memphis. All of these suburbs
see.
of Memphis.
County seat, as Jay
Adjacent.
Moore would say, adjacent. Did I miss anything else? The Waffle House. They probably got one.
I'm sure they have more than one.
It's lit.
Yeah, BB King. I think he had a restaurant there, so we're gonna cover that too.
Okay.
All
You-
of that we
you
don't
ate-
want to
you ate
smoke.
there?
Heard about it. Haven't had the food there.
Okay.
We
Cool.
should go and do a show in Memphis. And show them
Alright.
that we got love for 'em.
That's what's up.
You down?
You trying to holler at Young Buck?
Nah, I'm
He's
cool.
from Nashville.
He is from Nashville.
Yeah,
We need to holler at 8
Cashville.
Now 8-Ball
MJG.
MJG would be a good
Orange
interview.
Mound.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good
Memphis,
interview.
Tennessee.
3-6
You
Mafia.
can go holler at 3-6. You know, Project Pata. Player from the Sissau. Always
Hey, y'all remember that album? No. Remember,
Remember my missile.
remember the it was a skit on there. He's like
Rinky
Such
Dink
Such came-
Records.
nah. He's like, such and such came by my house and he fucked my bitch. I'm gonna kill
Oh,
him when I
yeah.
get out work tonight though.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. That was off Getty Green.
Yeah.
Yep.
Project-
Getty Green was, I'm not going to front, dude. I really like that the album Getty Green.
You
Project
got a
Pat.
front. That's a good album.
Really good.
Project Pat was trash, but I don't want no
That's
smoke
a
with Memphis.
goddamn lie.
Project Pata.
He was trash.
No, he wasn't.
As a rapper, he was trash.
No.
Yes, he was
No.
trash.
Yes.
He was trash.
He was just scared to listen to it.
8-Ball and
I'm out.
MJG, though, hands down my favorite.
Thank
from
you, sir.
Memphis, though.
I mean, yeah. But there's
Hey, DJ
You don't
Paul,
compare
production
those
wise,
two,
by
though.
the way.
Yeah.
DJ Paul, production wise,
yeah.
severely slept on.
Oh yeah.
He used to lace 3-6 Mafia.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure.
Willie Hut samples left and right.
Oh, yeah.
So don't get it twisted now. They had some heat.
You know how they have the posts and stuff. Like if you had this big ass system, what's one of the first songs you would play?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mine is actually a 3-6 Mafia.
Is it Where Is
song.
the Bud?
No, it's not.
I like
What
that
is it?
Spoolz.
That's really not a
That
Is
one.
that 3-6 Mafia?
nah.
What do you want to hear?
Nah.
Let's hear what you think.
What is it?
You're trying to
Hurry up,
judge me.
man. You
Shut
said
up!
you
If
had
y'all quit talking, I
it.
can
Oh,
get
now,
it out.
now you
goddamn.
mad. Now you mad.
Not at all.
Now you mad.
They like talk. I
I didn't say talk. I didn't tell you to talk. man.
Anyway.
You set it
Relax.
up like you
These
knew it though.
bitches ain't running.
You set it up like
Oh,
you
yeah.
knew it though.
You think so? That one more so? Okay.
Oh yeah, it's
right.
it's got like the horns and like it sounds like a marching band and shit.
Mm-hmm. It does.
Yeah,
One of my favorite joints from them was Popping My Collar.
I can
That was
dig it.
cold.
Ever since
It's
I
'cause
could
you like that-
remember.
You like that Willie Hutch?
Hey, he flipped that mug
Yeah.
though. Yeah, that's one of my favorite joints from them. They always had good beats. They wasn't talking about
I
nothing.
think
though.
he flipped Willie Hutch for the song 30 Inches.
Spoolz-
Darling, darling,
Spoolz is on it.
baby.
Yeah. I can dig it.
Mhm.
I can damn dig it.
Yeah, they had some heat.
Yeah.
But I'm still going 8-Ball MJG.
He went
all
to
day.
Pike too. They was super lit on
Okay.
3-6 Mafia.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Best-
Yeah.
Best
Pike
8-Ball
loved.
best
3-6
8-Ball
Mafia.
MJG album.
I'm going to have to go with Coming Out Hard, man.
I say Coming Out Hard.
I love Coming Out Hard.
I do
Come on,
too,
man.
but
Which one, Lone?
I would say probably up next then would be In Our Lifetime. I really like In Our Lifetime.
That's a really good album, too.
Yeah.
What was the lead single on In Our Lifetime? What was the joint they dropped?
Wait, what was that? There was a song with Outkast on there.
It was.
There was a song called...
What
I
was
don't know
the
if they had a
single?
lead.
Did they have a lead single?
They
Maybe
had
I'm
a song
tripping.
called We Started This. That was
That's
the
what it
second track.
was.
That song was super
Was that the
dope.
sing? I guess I always felt that was a single. Maybe it wasn't.
That was the song that
The
had a
song called
video.
Do It How It Go.
There we go.
That shit was dope.
Lone, do you have any favorites for 8-Ball and MJG? 8-Ball and MJG?
Sean's like, I like
No.
all of it.
I don't
Sean,
listen to
Sean
him.
takes me as a skinny pimp type dude.
Skinny Pimp
Yeah.
type dude.
Skinny pimp.
Hey, skinny
Yeah.
man.
I know, no, skinny man.
He might be.
skinny
He might
man.
be. He might be. He could be that or
Or Coopster. He like
No,
Coopster.
Hey, you throw my tape in the toilet, man.
Please tell me that ain't my tape in the toilet. Skinny man.
Skinny man.
I see Lone listening to like Lil Kiki.
Oh,
Like,
Lil
I-
Kiki.
I-
I have Lil Kiki
I-
on my phone. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I think Lone is more Lil Kiki than he
I'm
is.
serious. I love Lil Kiki. Man.
I don't know any of these people.
Lil
really.
Kiki has some heat now.
Lil Kiki, Houston, man. Southside
Yeah.
dude's dope.
I never got into that, man.
I have
never,
his best
it was-
features album right
like,
here.
I never got in like when I was growing up.
Slim
So
Thug?
that era, no, like that era, I was all backpack around that time.
Except for the Get Crunked Up.
Yeah, except for Icons and some No Limit, You know, some UGK, a little bit of UGK.
Ride
And,
Dirty is
you
amazing.
know,
big UGK.
Smoke some.
What else? What else was there? A little 400 Degrees was a little south.
Nice.
Outcast, of course, but southern stuff in general wasn't.
He's consistent though. He's been like that since I know him. So
It's just what it is. So before we transition, so we talked about for our Patreons, everybody that's in our community.
yes,
Community. We're gonna start posing a thread in our private little community and have people throw us topics, and maybe we could use one of those right now.
That would be great if
Cool.
we've got one.
We
or
do
two
have one.
or some.
Malcolm actually just dropped some, but I'm gonna hold off on that one. We're gonna talk about that next week, maybe.
okay.
Some more thorough
Love the
topic.
participation though.
Yeah,
What's up?
absolutely. So if you sign up for our $3 option on Patreon, you'll be able to contribute in these and throw some topics as well. So do that.
Please and thank you. And thank you to our current patrons that do
Yes.
this.
Absolutely.
We
All right,
appreciate you.
So there's two options here. The first one that I'm going to choose is one that John Robert Peters actually threw out there.
What up, JR?
Nice.
And he says, I'm interested in what everyone's favorite song is and what you think the best verse is. Does anybody
Favorite song?
favorite song
I will
and
say-
or verse?
I will say
can you
this.
can you guys here's my question. Can you actually pull one song out and one verse?
That's kind of hard.
Can I
No, but I think we could all do like. No, I can't. It's different every day. Depends on what mood I'm in. But y'all want to go around and give like 2 or 3 and just stay in the hip hop lane.
I could do that. I mean,
Versus
But to answer your question, Lone, if you don't want to do that, it's cool. But to
That's
answer your
fine.
question, I could on any day, but it would differ from day to day, probably.
all right. I'll start. I'll try. So
and not try.
and I'll try.
Is this like favorite song ever, or what is this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
Damn.
I'm
it's so,
I
why is
think
that so hard?
It
That's
is
hard,
very
man.
hard.
Just don't make
That's
it
when I
hard,
read it.
then.
I was like, well, this is a
I mean,
good question, but it's
he
like
said-
Favorite
Spoolz
song,
said
favorite
so hard to
verse.
answer.
Like, just name some shit. Like when you hear that, what just popped into your head? It might be different tomorrow.
All
This
kinds
isn't
of
like,
shit.
So I
like
can
you're not
answer.
being graded on this.
I can answer it.
Go ahead.
I can answer it. I would say best verse would be Mos Def's verse on Thieves in the Night.
Oh,
That'd probably
Ooh.
be that's probably up there as one of my favorite verses.
okay.
Favorite song is really hard, but I'm probably gonna stay on the same album, and I'm gonna say Respiration
Nice. I'm not mad at that.
right now.
Yeah, right now. Yeah,
If I'm in that mood.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I think
I'm ready if you are. If
I
you're not.
think Nas's verse on
And that's
Verbal
Black.
Intercourse.
Sorry, that's Black Star, by the way.
yeah.
That's a great through the lights, cameras, and that. Yeah.
Nas's
Glamour,
verse on
gold.
Verbal Intercourse is to me is ridiculous. Ghost had Ghost was only 2.
I hope so.
Yeah, it
Nas
was a ghost and
Nas,
it was on Cuban Links.
Yeah, Cuban Link.
that's
Nas's
true.
verse on there was crazy, man.
Mhm.
Like that verse sticks out in my head all the time for what we're talking about. If I had to pick a jam randomly,
Jam.
jam. Shout out to Teddy Riley.
Shout out Mr. Kinetic.
Yeah,
That's weird. We
I'ma
just got
skip-
we just got a $3 Patreon.
I'm gonna skip the
Nice.
jams.
Thank you.
I'm gonna skip the jam to if we come back around. Whatever. Go ahead, Spool.
All
I
right,
can't give you a
verse
jam.
wise, I think of 𝗀𝗲𝗄 on. I think it was Ironman. The shit is raw coming at your door. Like that song.
Oh,
The 𝗀𝗲𝗄, the pass it in your thing and put valve up to 12. Put all the other LPs back on the shelf and smoke a blunt.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
dial
yeah, yeah,
917
yeah, yeah,
1604 9311. Yeah, that verse always stuck out for me. I believe
Staten
that is on
Island's
Iron
finest.
Man. It's on Iron Man or Cuban Links. I sometimes get the two mixed up. Although
Iron Man, sir.
Yeah, that's what I
Yep.
thought. So.
I'm
And then
Staten
as
Island's
far
finest.
as songs are concerned, like something that stood out to me was New York State of Mind from Nas.
good one. That's a good one.
I think
That's a
that
good
song
one.
is incredible. Always have. And the dude was only like 19 years old when he wrote that. So
Dang, Spools, you made me.
isn't that incredible?
Dang, I want to go
Yeah.
back around.
Dang.
Dang, I'm hurt, man. 𝗀𝗲𝗄 verse on Fish was so cold. Speaking of Iron Man, like he said,
On Fish, yeah.
yeah, that's
I
so.
thought about the Ghostface verse.
Man, jump in, Terrence. Give us something from
I'm
Project
still
Pat
kinda-
since
I'm
you
still
love him
kinda-
so much.
I didn't say that.
Huh?
That's
You got mad when I
elaborating
said he
and
was trash.
I didn't get mad.
What's that?
What
Huh?
is this?
What's that, Jay
What's
Moore?
up with you? Everybody
No, I'm not
gets
gonna tell
mad.
him that.
What?
No, okay. Jay Moore said his favorite jam is Hairy Asshole by UGK.
Wow.
No, I'm just joking. I totally made that all up. Shout out to my man Jay Moore.
Yeah, tell which project
It's more of an
Pat
inside
versus is your
ridiculous
favorite?
joke between the two of us.
He's got AIDS.
Man,
Crazy.
I don't know, man. One of my favorite songs, though, I will say,
Project Pat.
and there are some nice verses in there. The Jay-Z "Where I'm From,"
Oh, dude, that's
Ooh.
I've been my
incredible.
lifetime.
Good call.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Big
there.
fan.
I'm with
That's
that.
my favorite Jay-Z song, period.
Yeah, that shit's hard.
I'm not mad at that, Spoolz.
I also want to make a statement. Last
Okay.
week we talked about big artists from 2010 and up.
Yeah.
And I failed to mention my favorite artists of this time, or at least favorite newer, which is Anderson .Paak. I
Nice.
apologize.
No doubt. I wish I was part
I'm
of
with
that because
that.
I agree with that's a great. He's a
Yeah.
and you turned me on to Anderson .Paak. You
Yeah.
always try to act like I don't listen to or watch the things you tell me about, but I always do.
Yeah,
And Anderson .Paak is an example.
His
Cool.
album gonna be cold.
I hope so.
I think so.
Because that
Is it the one
that
Dre
No
is
Worries-
producing? Supposedly.
Well,
I saw
Anderson .Paak is a producer as well. I think Dre had
Executive,
something
I
to
think.
do with it. So
Mm.
I think he mixed the album. I don't think he produced
Gotcha.
it.
Which is fine for me.
Oh yeah, but I hope it's good, man, because they dropped that No Worries remix album, and I did not like that.
I thought the first one was
First one was
the
good.
first one was cold.
Where does the first? Here's check it out. So when I got into him, I delved really deep into Malibu and Venice,
Okay,
but I haven't even listened to No Worries, like the No Worries one yet.
that's a good album.
You gonna
Was
rock
that
with
Knowledge and Anderson .Paak? Where does
Yeah.
that one? Where does No Worries and your guys' opinions stand between his previous two?
Malibu
not better
is my
than Malibu.
favorite.
I think
Yeah.
Malibu's probably a little better to me.
Than the No Worries one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I love Knowledge's production. I love the fact that he's a producer.
Yeah.
That of his style, and he's got somebody like Anderson .Paak in his corner.
Malibu's better than both, for me. But that joint he did with Knowledge was hard. Like it's like Talon's point about the production. The beats are cold, and they just fit. Like it works. It
Does
wasn't
Malibu
forced.
start with The Bird or Milk and Honey?
The Bird.
Bird.
All right, I agree then. I like Malibu. the
Malibu
most
is dope.
better than Venice, but I like Venice too. It's just they're different vibes. Man.
Yep.
I think it shows his versatility as an artist.
Yeah, I'm with that,
Yeah.
man.
But anywho,
He
we were
actually
talking
used to
about
go by
verses
Breezy
and
Lovejoy.
songs. Oh, really?
Breezy
Yeah.
Lovejoy.
Nice. That's awesome.
Sanger. He was in his 30s when he got big, really, I believe. So there's hope.
No more Project Pat.
I just used to like to listen to it in my car when I had the banks.
Oh,
The
okay.
banks. You know about that? The banks.
What you had? 212s,
I had
15s,
212s.
amp,
I definitely had a 1600 Phoenix Gold amp.
Okay.
Nice.
Caprice.
Man,
Nah.
there's so many songs. I'm sitting here thinking, like, there's so many songs I could say.
There's some verse. I like the verse one that popped out because when you said respiration, I immediately thought of Common's verse. I
Yeah.
really like Common's verse.
If
I mean,
if I put
No
my
greater love by Blue. By
Ooh.
Blue. That's dope.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
really
man, that's
dope.
a lot of really dope songs.
if I put my backpack on, it would be RZA's verse on "Dangerous Minds" on the Gravediggers album.
Mm.
That verse is cold.
Okay.
You know what? Another verse. Okay,
That verse is
this
cold.
verse is cold. On If You Scared, Say You Scared, Outkast,
Mm-hmm.
Andre
Yeah.
3000.
Paragraph indent.
Man, that verse is
Yep.
sick. I just got chills
Absolutely.
thinking about it.
Yes.
Absolutely, sir.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dude Jesse. He hate on 3 Stacks all the
Hey,
time.
I don't know.
I don't know
how.
why, but
I don't know
such
how,
a knowledgeable
but, hey,
young man to hate on to hate on 3 Stacks like
Yeah.
that.
I'm a huge fan of this Big Crit song, Something.
Man, he told a story on that.
Dude, it's incredible.
Like he jumped in my mind on something.
Yeah, me
like
too, man.
he talked about some real.
He's got a number of songs that do
Yeah.
that. The Vent.
The event is dope. Chris' catalog, mixtapes included,
Mm-hmm.
is amazing when you think about it. You throw in the albums like you do
What if you-
cumulative.
what
I
if
don't
you-
even gotta think about
Sean,
it.
What if
do
you
do wanna
don't think
pull
about
up,
it?
Do you want
Yeah,
to pull
I
up
don't-
Well,
another?
if you don't think
question?
about it, you missed it.
You want to pull up another question?
I think we got some other stuff we need to
Do you
address
have
real
some more
quick.
stuff we need to address?
Yeah, well,
Do
this
we?
is
'Cause what do we got at 20 minutes?
yeah, we
Well, as
can
long
get-
as we want. That's right. Why do I?
That is right. You are correct.
I'll throw this one at
Hit
Got
the
about
gavel.
15. Got about 15.
I'll throw this one at Terrence because this is his guy. So Kanye has
Here we go again.
Okay, this is gonna be here for.
Dang.
Well, this you think this be too long?
This
Should
will be
we-
the final topic of the
This
evening.
this is about
Okay.
to go.
No,
maybe
I'm just saying.
3 to 5.
Okay, we'll
3
see.
to 5.
I don't
Okay.
really have a
We'll
whole lot
see.
to
So
say
this is
about this.
Terry's guy has pulled back.
Kanye to the.
Kanye to the Yandi, whatever. Yay. I don't know. So he says my eyes, and this is
Dude, that's the
This
best laugh. I showed Sarah that. She had no idea who Kawhi Leonard was, but I showed her that, and she was cracking up. She was like,
Kawhi,
I love his laugh.
Kawhi here killing low key. All right, so this is what Yandi had to say.
What he say? We gotta get that one too.
Yeah.
He said, "My eyes are open. My eyes are now wide open, and now realize I've been used to spread messages I don't believe in. I am distancing myself from politics."
What?
And completely focusing on being a creative moving forward. So apparently,
That's how you feel?
you know my stance. Keep doing dope stuff for the kids. Put music out.
Yeah.
Start in Chicago.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know anything about this.
I'll let y'all
the
have it.
The only thing I'm gonna say is
He didn't call you, Terry?
He did not. He didn't hit me
What
on the
the
hip.
hell?
Didn't hit me on the hip.
I-
Ain't nobody told me nothing, Earl.
That's effed up.
like he
It's
was
effed up, bro.
he was really, really strong political when it was about supporting Trump, right?
Mm.
And now he's not political when he feels like he's I don't know, it seems
Yeah, it sounds like somebody was making him
Who
do
does
that,
he think
perhaps.
is using him, though? Is it perhaps
Candace
his
Owens?
homeboy?
Perhaps.
Candace Owens. I think
perhaps.
it's Candace Owens.
Man, look.
Notice he didn't denounce or say anything bad about Trump. He
None at
kept
all.
that to the side.
He ain't been wearing that MAGA hat.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
good for him.
His album comes out on Black Friday.
It's supposed to come
conveniently.
out last month, but I
Perhaps
digress.
this will help the album sales.
Well, perhaps.
Honestly,
Talk to us, man. This
his
your guy.
album is going to sell however many it's going to sell regardless.
Are you
Hit-
sure about
What
that?
kind of answer is that?
It's
gonna sell.
It's gonna sell.
And what I mean by
Can
that,
you set a level?
well,
Like,
what I
should we
mean by
expect?
that is however many people are going to get it, it doesn't matter what he says or does. They're going to get it regardless.
I think
That's what
I don't
mean
know
by
about
I
that.
think
Other
more
people-
people would. The more he's talking, the more he's doing stupid shit.
That's where I'm at
I think
with
more
it.
people
That
will.
too, but more people are going to, even if you're not going to buy the album, people that ain't rocking with him are still going to listen to it.
I said I would listen.
So
You gonna cop?
Cop is a
Probably
stream
not.
on Spotify these
Yeah.
days.
It is, isn't it?
I'm gonna listen to it,
Okay.
but I mean, Kanye is being Kanye. He put himself in that position. He's been pretty much getting on tables, having political spills, talking about this and that, and now you don't want to be known for the political spills or politics in general. So, I mean, okay,
got some musical chairs going on.
yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Everybody else didn't see it though, but for our video watchers, we did have musical chairs.
All right.
But as far as Kanye
Continue.
is
So
concerned,
that's the music for musical chairs.
I guess so.
All right. Sorry. Get my life together.
Yeah.
You gonna cop the album? No, I know you said you're gonna buy a physical. Is that what you said?
Yeah, just like I said, Getty Green was my favorite album of all time.
Okay.
I heard it went diamond.
All time.
Perhaps.
Great.
Yeah, so help the kids, man. Help the kids. Put the music out. That's where I'm at with it.
He's in his creative spot. Is
So-
he still in Africa?
I think he's you know what?
That's a good question, actually.
He's back because this is something that I don't think we touch on. He and Charlemagne were supposed to get together for a mental health discussion hosted by the New York Times.
Mhm.
They were giving out copies of Charlemagne's new book. It's called Shook Ones, I believe, about anxiety.
Yeah.
And
His first book is pretty good.
I got to get that one. I didn't catch that one yet.
Yeah.
I rock with Charlemagne though, like in term with, especially when he's trying to, drop game. Like he drops jewels from what I heard in his first book. People that have read it or did the audio version or whatever. I haven't heard anyone say it's whack. Like I heard.
I
good
saw the
reviews.
interview with Jonah Hill when he talked about mid-'90s, and him and Charlemagne were talking about anxiety quite a bit.
Yeah, like he's actually out here on that anxiety and the mental health. Like he's out here speaking on it like heavy.
Hey, it's real.
And
I'm a witness.
they were supposed to get together. He and Kanye were supposed to get together,
It is my life.
and he canceled after all the stuff that happened at the White House because he was like,
by the way.
he was like, it was going to take away from what they were going to talk about, and everybody was going to go to the White House stuff.
I see.
So I'm not mad at that. Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. I had to pee really bad. I was trying to wait. I was trying to
Hey,
wait it out,
Spoolz.
and then it just hit a point.
Spoolz, that's real life. Don't
Hit
worry
a
about
point
it.
of no return.
Don't worry about it.
We don't want you to pee on yourself.
Nor I. But I didn't really also have anything to add to the Kanye thing, just because I don't. Like I said, I've slowly just tuned it out. All I hope for him, to Mike's point, if he does good things for starting in the city of Chicago for the kids, and then can get back into making good music or what people consider to be good music, then
I'm cool with
cool,
that.
man, and quit. Just stay out of the limelight, man. Quit
The
looking
shade.
ridiculous.
Hey, guys,
The shade.
stop picking on Kanye.
The
Okay.
shade.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
The
Sorry, I'm
shade.
sorry.
The shade.
God damn it.
I'm
Do we
sorry.
have anything else to squeeze in with the last
Be
10?
positive, man.
I mean, I could look up, see if there's any other topics on here.
Okay.
Ghostface Killer.
Yeah, that was what it was.
The Ironman album.
Which anniversary?
Yesterday was the 22-year anniversary of Iron Man
Word.
dropping. It was yesterday. So
Tony Stark.
that album is, I don't know, incredible.
Classic.
It's one of my favorite albums of all time.
5 mics.
I have
Fish.
Fish.
Fish is
yes,
incredible,
sir.
dude.
So we got
Yeah, start
Iron
from the
Maiden.
top. Start from the very top.
So we got Iron Maiden,
You guys and your lists.
Wildflower,
Lists are stupid. Why organize things?
The Faster Blade, 260, which is cold, Assassination Day, which is
I
cold,
love that song.
Poisonous Darts, which is cold,
Dope.
Box in the Hand, which was cold. Fish, I think, is the best song on the album. Either that
Yeah,
or
I
Daytona
agree.
500. 𝐀𝐿 is cold, Daytona 500.
That was a
𝐀𝐿
single,
is
though.
really dope too.
Yeah.
That
They-
video is cool.
Motherless
Speed
Child
Racer.
is cold.
Speed Racer video for
The Daytona,
Yeah.
500.
Black Jesus, Raekwon and You Got. After the Smoke is Clear, All That I Got, which is cold, and Marvel. So this
All That I
album,
Got Is You is probably the most popular song from that album, I would say. 'Cause Mary J. and the
Yeah,
video.
man. However,
It was so sad.
I
It was
don't
very sad.
I don't have this. Iron Man is dope. I still don't have it above Supreme Clientele.
Nope.
That's just me.
I don't
Nope.
either.
I don't have it over
No,
Supreme
here,
Clientele.
you know what? I do.
You got Iron Man over Supreme
As
Clientele?
a favorite, not as the better album. As
All
far
right.
as the better album, I think it's a coin toss. But as far as my favorite, it is. I listen to, and I have Iron Man as my CD when I'm not listening to music on my phone. I have it right now, just like Supreme Clientele is in
Gotcha.
the car. But
Cool.
'Cause that's
Iron
how
Man,
I
I like
roll.
it better.
I'm not mad at that. Iron Man is a
I mean, they're
classic.
both good. They just,
Absolutely.
You know, it's just,
I just, yeah.
It was the best
Supreme Clientele was
Wu-Tang
cold.
follow-up to a solo album.
Ooh.
it's an interesting phrase.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if
Best
I can
Wu-Tang
refute that.
follow-up
All
to
right,
a
so here we
solo
go.
album.
Let's go through the members. Ghostface's first album was Iron Man. His second one was Supreme Clientele.
Okay.
Okay. Jizz's first album was technically Words from the Genius, but we won't count that because that was pre Wu-Tang Clan or whatever.
Okay.
Kind of. So this first album was Liquid Swords, which is one of my favorites of all time as well.
Yep.
Second one is Beneath the Surface, which I liked a lot,
Solid.
but still probably Ghostface wins.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Method
Yeah.
Man, you've got 𝐀𝐿, incredible. And then you got 𝐀𝐿 2000.
2000 was good,
I liked it.
Yeah.
but it wasn't.
But does it match up to any of what we said before? either?
Nah.
I mean, Iron Man and Supreme Clientele, it just, I mean, you
It's the best like pair.
What about
like,
Ray?
First 1-2.
I mean, that's a
Raekwon,
classic.
it's Cuban Links and then it's Immobilarity.
Yeah, Mobilarity was kind of.
I love sneakers on
Nah,
the
I mean, of course,
That was my-
of course.
I like
There's-
Live from New
There's
York
a few
lot.
gems
Yes,
on
sir.
there, but
It's still not. It's not the 1-2 punch of Iron Man and Supreme Clientele.
No.
I agree. I can't.
Inspector Dex would be like Uncontrolled Substance, and then
Which
I
was
can't
cold.
remember the next one after that. I actually
exactly.
have it.
But I was disappointed, and I remember that much.
Yeah, I am a huge Czarface fan.
So it's
what
this.
about
shit's
the
been dope.
pillage?
Capadonna's would be The Pillage, and then I can't remember the second. Then one after that.
Then you got was what?
War was extremely
Yeah, we don't-
dangerous, and it
Golden Arms
saddens me.
Redemption.
Stop, man.
And then I don't remember his second one.
Hey,
whole
digital
bunch
and,
of woo shit.
digital and stereo is one of the best albums they dropped. Now,
Yeah.
what Digital Bullet, I believe, came
Yeah.
after that.
That's correct.
And I
Which
actually
which
like
was it?
Digital Bullet.
I like
You-
Digital
yeah,
Bullet.
you always do.
I like
thought
Digital
Digital
Bullet.
Bullet started getting a little odd for like La Rumba and songs like that.
got-
But
I
there were
fool
some
with
dope
I
songs.
fool
though.
with
y'all,
the
y'all,
Rumba
y'all
Spoolz.
forgetting
Do you?
about
I did too.
ODB.
Yeah.
I did too.
With
Y'all
the Dark
forgetting
Knights.
about ODB though.
ODB.
Yeah.
So you got Return to the 36 Chambers as his first one. The second one is N-Word Please.
I love that. Good job.
My first two dogs I named after Digital
This is a
Bullet.
fact.
Did
First
you?
dog's name was Bullet. Second dog's name was Digital.
Nice.
Called
You're a
him
big fan.
Called him Digi.
I thought the first one's way better than Digital Bullet. Like way better. Like maybe twice as
Hey,
good.
There's some real corny
Yeah.
moments on Digital Bullet.
I
Big
rock
time.
with La Rumba though. I
La
rock with
Rumba
La
is,
Rumba.
to me was when I was like,
I can't front. I rock with Larumba.
That's what Pinky Ring did for me.
There's some like super jams on
Pinky Ring had to grow on me, man.
Digital Bullet, but there's some just real weird moments too.
Yeah.
I didn't really rock with all the Wu-Tang like that, so
I loved the 𝐀𝐻𝐿𝐵s, both the first two
These was the
𝐀𝐻𝐿𝐵s
project
compilations. That's when
Oh.
you started seeing these
Yeah.
guys like the Black Knights of the North Star and like
Yeah.
Royal Fam, Killer Army, Great,
All
all
them.
those guys.
that
All
shit was
those
terrible.
Sons of Man.
You know what we call them.
I don't know, dude. I'll tell you what, 𝐀𝐻𝐿𝐵's first album is incredible, and I think you can put it right in there with
Now we
that first
talking.
group of albums, in my opinion.
Now we
It's
talking.
I can
incredible.
dig it.
Now we talking. I'm not mad at that. Here's my thing.
Heavy Mental, it's incredible.
I'm trying to think.
I just wasn't a huge like I rock with Wu-Tang, but like I did not rock with everybody individually.
Oh, you don't have
me,
to. I could dig that.
I'm just saying, in my opinion, that was the Backpackers version of No Limit, because everybody was just copping
Yep.
all the Wu-Tang shit just because
Yep.
it was Wu-Tang.
Absolutely.
Versus
I had a
everybody
phase of
copping
that
all
when
the
I
it was better
No
than the No
Limit.
Limit albums.
Towards
though.
the end of
I
high
mean, that's-
school, early college, I would
So-
say.
That's
The B
all
list-
your opinion.
The B list
17
or the
to
B
19.
lists? B list or the B list? I mean,
No, it's not an opinion.
That is an
All the
opinion.
Wu-Tang projects was better than
That's
the No
not-
Limit
that
projects.
is not fact.
That's a fact.
No, it's not.
least favorite Wu-Tang verse.
Oh, I can't.
It saddens me. What's the one you was
War
doing?
was extremely dangerous and
Trash.
it saddens me to have to take things deadly
Trash.
measures.
And you guys was
Shouts to A, man.
and you guys was trash on Black
Is he saying
Shampoo.
it's bad because it doesn't rhyme anywhere
It's-
at all?
it's
It's
just-
just basically
it's just
a
tra-
story.
It's just
bad.
weird.
Yeah, it
yeah.
is.
It's just very awkward.
Have you guys also noticed? Shouts my man Ace One. Master Killer always ends his verses like in like if it's like a 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 whatever. He always ends on like the 3,
It just yeah.
and it just like the beat plays out for the 4, and then it goes into the chorus.
Sometimes
like,
I just wonder, like, how does he write this? Like,
Hey man.
but then he has
writing them
other
daggers.
then he has
daggers.
other ones where like I really like some of his stuff.
Master
So,
Killer is dope, dude. It's
You
fun.
guys was so trash on Black Shampoo, man. Like that bothers me to this day. With old girl singing off key.
Oh yeah.
who's that?
Taquita. Yeah.
Dude, I love that. I love the thing on the song after that where it's just the radio
Yeah.
and it's the Wu-Tang sign up here. That shit is dope, man. I used to love that. I
Shout-
still do.
Shout out to Leather Sponge Rumpers. Straight up. Black Shampoo.
That's right.
Trash.
But anyway, man, shout to Ghost, man.
Yes.
Yep.
Got my special wallows.
I see you. I see you stun on those
I
fools.
bet they're comfortable.
The Merlot,
Chocolate Frosty.
Comfy.
the Merlot Wallies.
Yeah.
Mellout. We saw a selection last week.
We did.
How was that? Shot-town,
Pretty
correct?
nice.
This was nice. It was long,
Yeah,
but it was nice.
Long.
Yeah.
3 or 4 opening acts, I'm assuming.
I mean, we got there for I forget the
The
first
first cat.
dude, but Habibi played.
Okay.
She was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Her little remixes were dope. And then Monty Booker played a set, which was dope. He's from Chicago, but he brought Smino out for a song
Yeah.
Nice.
for Anita, which is pretty. It got really live in there when he was
Oh,
playing.
yeah?
He was playing Chicago joints.
What was
so-
the turnout? Was
Yeah,
it
they was doing juke.
turnout was decent?
Yeah, it was pretty fat. It was
Okay.
pretty
What
fat.
was the venue?
Concord?
Concord
I don't think I
Hall.
know
It's off
Concord
of
Hall.
it's off of Milwaukee. It's right around kind of around the
Sub-T area.
you know where Revel is and all
Yeah.
that stuff. It's all in that. It's a little off.
Yeah. It had a mural of
Robin
Williams with
Oh, that's cool.
genies all around
It
him.
was really. I
That's
took a
really
picture
dope.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Esta played, who's real dope, and then Sango played, which was dope as well.
Yeah.
Sound
man.
like it was
But it was
live
just like-
Very
again.
cool.
It was just long. It was like 4 hours of like DJs.
It was a cool vibe.
Yeah.
Cat kept stepping on my shoe, man. I had to keep grabbing him. And I think the last
Had
time
he been drinking or ingesting
I'm
narcotics?
positive. I'm positive. The last time I grabbed him, I think he felt like
Something.
I'm kind of sick of you stepping on my shoe.
So
Did he ever just move?
Not so. All right, this is
How
kind
you-
of a story, right? So
You grabbed him like this?
There was a lot going on.
let me just tell you the story
Okay.
because they can't see how you grabbing and shit. You know,
They
what
ain't
I'm
gonna be able
saying?
to see this on YouTube?
Well, not visual.
Not on
Go ahead.
SoundCloud.
Anyway.
Stop.
Dude kept saying, I'm ready to fight
I'm ready
somebody.
to punch somebody right now. That's
Oh,
what he kept
man.
And
saying.
his buddy looking at me like he ain't gonna do nothing.
Oh wow.
Like that's what his buddy's telling me. But this is the same. He's all over the place,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
kept like bumping into me and shit. Like I had my jacket off at the moment,
Uh-huh.
and I start getting a little heated. I'm like, let me put my jacket back on because I don't know what's gonna happen. I didn't even say nothing to him.
I
Oh.
was
You
I was
you were
standing
watching
right
this?
next to him
I'm-
too. I was like,
I
man,
I
this
just
guy.
got on. I'm like slowly getting a 10,
Okay.
and stepped on my foot. I'm like, God damn it! This
What was the
motherfucker.
footwear? You know that's important.
What?
The footwear.
This is some Adidas.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what ones they were, but he stepped on it one more time, and I grabbed his ass. I'm like, "What's up?" I don't even know what I said or anything, but he turned around and was like apologizing and shit. And I didn't want to shake his hand, but he put his hand out like this.
So he
I
wasn't.
did see
He
that
wasn't
part.
the
I
guy
did see
that you weren't the guy that he was gonna fight that night.
Nah, I wasn't. But he was just super hyped because of the music.
Because of the music,
He's just
it was
talking
more
shit.
so,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Nah, he
Okay.
wasn't talking about fighting me. But he was
I was
just going
being,
nuts.
trying to be a smart ass.
And he turned around and shake my hand. I'm kind of just looking at him like, man,
He was all over the place.
I kind of want to swing on you, but I'm gonna keep it cool. So I shook his hand. And I held his hand. When I shook it, I grabbed him with two hands.
Yeah.
And did him like this.
Good.
Then let it
I
go.
like that. I like that.
Yeah.
It was good. It was
Let's
good.
go
though.
home, young man.
Word.
Go home, young man.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Cool, man.
Good time.
Positive. We like to remain positive.
It was a good positive event. It was really crowded. The drinks were so part of it. The drinks were mad expensive too. So if somebody bumps
Yeah,
into
man.
you, you spill your drink. It's like
Yeah, that's
added.
another thing. That's why I took my
Get
damn
it off.
jacket off.
So you
This
know.
dude spilled. I'm trying to get back to the spot, and I had
Yeah.
a beer in my hand,
Uh-huh.
and a dude bumps it to me, and I had to grab his ass.
Spill over half the beer.
And I'm like, I'm just trying to move you, because I'm trying to get through. You made me spill my beer.
Right.
Yeah.
So then, like, I'm sitting there for a minute, and he tapped me. He's like, "Are you cool, man?"
Are
I'm
you-
cool.
are you
man.
cool,
It's all
man?
good.
Just wait here.
It's
Okay.
cool.
You gonna
Sorry.
spill my shit anymore?
Anyway, hey Jay Moore, what do you got going on this weekend or in the next week?
The regular. Yeah, Tiki Bob's on Friday or Thursday.
Tick vibes.
He's gonna be at Friday is the high five for Back to the Future
Word.
Nice.
He's gonna be at Coaches.
coaches.
Tuesday.
What else is going on this weekend? There's something else, isn't there? Mark Rebele sold out.
Nice.
Good for him.
Did it?
Nice.
God damn
Good
it.
for him.
I saw today his entire he's on tour major right now.
Good
Boom.
for that
Just
dude.
left
He sold out.
Chicago.
He sold out 2 shows in Philly.
Good for that dude,
Damn.
man. I like his grind.
Did you get a ticket?
I did not.
Man, I wanted
He
to go to
actually
that.
he's actually very talented, man. I'm a fan. I like that dude, man.
Is there any strings we can pull to get in there?
Man, it's like
Man.
a small venue, I think.
Is that
So-
the hi-fi you said?
No, it's not. I was talking with Spencer. Shout out to Spencer. He's actually a patron. I was talking to him about
Thank you,
Um,
Spencer.
about possibly booking him, and then right when that happened, happens,
Is that funny?
he got booked by who got booked by.
Oh, man.
And I was like, man, I bet he could do a larger venue.
Yeah.
And obviously, he
dude
could.
is probably based off the videos that I had a chance to
I
watch.
need him to
He's
run a
mad
second show.
entertaining.
I wanna
He's
see
mad
a
entertaining.
So here's the thing. I looked at that too. I was like, well, maybe he could, but the next day he's in like Florida.
Damn.
And the day
Damn,
before he's
son.
like not here. So it's like, it's a Saturday though. So
Dude out
Thank you,
here,
Terrence.
dude out here getting to that
Well,
paper.
yeah, I'm happy for him.
He still keep his he got his tip jar there at all times. I see like when Il Brown, shout out to Il Brown, he had a video.
Because he was there.
He had the he had
Chicago.
his tip joint right up front, full, just money
Damn, I
spilling
really
all out
wanted to
there,
see
bro.
that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm proud of you, man. You held yourself together, man.
Man, I don't go out and fight nobody, man.
You didn't pull no
I
knife
might
out or
say
nothing. That's what's up.
a knife.
I don't know if you carry one or not. I'm just saying
Okay.
you didn't do anything like that.
I don't
That's
fight
good.
anybody.
I'll knife
I
you,
just get a
bro.
little mad and assess the situation. If somebody takes it there, then I ain't been in a fight in years.
Okay,
But it can go there.
I'm not mad at that, man.
You shouldn't be. You shouldn't hang around people that wouldn't take it there if need be.
Fair
Mhm.
enough.
That's right. Side note, go Irish. 8-0, 4 more games
Shout out to the Irish.
to the
Four
to the
more.
They are
to
trying
the
to get into
champion
that Final
to the
Four.
Final Four. So.
We gonna see. So I think that'll wrap it
Hope
up.
everybody has a great weekend. Thank you
Yeah.
to our patrons.
Yes, thank
Absolutely.
you. Thank you. We appreciate you all. Shout out to Coleman Dental 317-255-8546.
Indeed.
Make sure you get your teeth right.
They snatched one of mine out.
Any
For the
CD
better,
and
right?
vinyl-
It needed to happen.
Yeah.
Any CD and vinyl, we appreciate you guys as well. Bringing down the band as always, the hub, and shout out to Print Infinity. Ignore what Lonegevity is doing right now. And we will see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.